Hello. I just wanted to tell you, you probably can't hear me over the sound of that machine, I'll bet. Well, I'll try this and see if you can hear me. I am not in the motel. I'm back home. For those of you who saw my poem, my air conditioner went out and I had to go to a motel for 2 nights. But I just wanted to make people feel better about their lives because Saturn and Neptune and Mercury are retrograde, and anybody else I can't even remember. Mars. Wait. Yeah, Mars. No, I don't know. I'm out of touch. I don't even know anymore. But I just this just struck me funny, and it's not funny, but I thought it was funny. So my air conditioner went out on the hottest day of the year that we've had for ages. I don't know, the feels like temperature was 115 because of the high humidity. I'm in Missouri, in the U.S., and so I didn't get any sleep that night, and now something just fell in my eye, of course, and so I was really tired, so I had to call a company and get them set up to come out, but they said, oh, we can't come out. That was Monday night. We can't come out till Thursday. And I'm like, wow, that's a long time. So that's why I got the hotel, which was not good. So I got a sinus headache from the air conditioner, which was broken in the room. It was just not good. And I can't get in or out of the room because the door is stuck. And the people at the front desk were extremely rude, a couple of very rude men. And then, I'm not saying anything about men, but they just happened to be 2 rude men. And then the next day, I was going in exchanging, so I had more bags to carry in, and exchanging pillows and things. And there was a really nice man at the counter, and he offered to help me. But I'd already carried like 6 trips in, so it was too late. But I said, thank you. It was very nice of him. So that was nice. And then, so to make a long story short, today was Thursday. Actually, it's after midnight. Thursday, I came home early in the morning. Both nights I had 3 hours sleep because it was so noisy in the morning. And so I was dead tired. So I came home, and because I'm a germaphobe, I had taken my own sheets and blankets because there's what Polly is. This is boring. Okay. But anyway, so I worked really hard. I finally ate something. And then my stomach started to hurt from the stress. And then I was waiting for the air conditioner people to come over. They were supposed to get here at 11 a.m. They showed up it was almost 2 p.m. And it took them like 4 hours. And then it didn't work. The air conditioner doesn't work, so I don't have any air conditioning again. But it's cooler here, so that's okay. I had the doors open tonight. But I went down to ask one of the men how long they were going to be. And when I got to the bottom of the stairs, and I'd showed him where, I'd taken him in the basement and showed him where the stuff was, and there was nothing weird about the carpet. But I get down to the bottom of the stairs, he's been down there for a couple hours, and there's like dark splotches all over the carpet. And I thought, oh my God, did they leak oil or something on it? There were 2 men. One was a little abrupt, and one was extremely nice, very kind. And so I went into the guy that was working in the banging on pipes. I don't know what he was doing. Hooking up pipes, I guess. I don't know how to do that stuff. And I said, did some of your equipment leak water or something on the carpet? And he said, no, I think it's coming from, there's a bathroom down there. He said, I think it's coming from the toilet down there. I think it's leaking. And I thought, gosh, I haven't been in there in 6 months. I'm supposed to go in there and check on things, and I forgot. So I opened the door, and the whole floor was flooded. And then I was like tapping my feet on the carpet. It was water coming up. There was water all under my carpet in the basement. And I just wanted to cry because I was so tired. And so anyway, so I came upstairs and I called the same company. They also do plumbing. And I set somebody up to come this evening, but I ended up canceling because I was too tired. But so anyway, that happened. And then I went to take out the recycle bin, and it's very heavy, and my driveway is like this, okay? It's like what angle would that be? 45? Okay, I have to make a square. Yeah, like a 45-degree angle down. And, it's heavier than I am, so I can't like push it because it's on wheels. it just takes me. I was like, whoa. So I figured out I can kick it. I kick it and it goes like 3 feet, and then I kick it again, and then I get it down there, and then I can get it back up the driveway without dying. So I kicked it and it fell over, and cans and, things are rolling out I'm in a cul-de-sac. And I think I said a bad word. I know I did, but no one was there. I said it silently, unless they're reading my lips. And so I bend over and I'm picking up all this stuff, but I can't put it back in because the thing's like, it's like this. So the thing's open, and so I'm trying to put it so it's not like trash all over, And I tried to pick it up, and it was too heavy. So I just thought, there's nothing I can do. So I have a neighbor who gets off work about 10:30 at night, and I thought I'll have to call her when she gets home, and she'll have to come over and help me. So I started to come in, and then I noticed that my front yard, it needs to be cut badly. My lawn man's been AWOL. Anyway, so I noticed that I've got like this volunteer grass in my flower bed, and it was up to my waist. And I thought, my God, I've got picky neighbors on one side. I thought, this looks awful. So when I came in, this isn't going to sound right. I came in and I texted my lawn guy, and he texted me back, and he said, well, I can't come for a while because I can't even say this. It's not funny. So why am I laughing? Because he said he lives in his grandfather's house. He takes care of his mother who has dementia. He has 2 kids, but they're basically grown. One's almost 30. Anyway, they all live together. And he said the ceiling fell in. And it's not funny. It's preposterous. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at his dilemma. He said 2x4s and everything. He said, thank God no one was hurt. And of course I texted him back and I said, absolutely, thank God no one was hurt. And then he said, we have nowhere to go. And I thought, no, you're not all staying here. That's not going to happen. But anyway, maybe he wasn't. Anyway, this isn't coming out as funny. I think it's just funny to me. It's not funny. It was just like, here's what's funny. When he said that, I said to myself, that sounds about right. So I just wonder if anybody else is experiencing that. But then, a few minutes later, I heard a noise, and I had both my doors open because I don't have screen doors, and the windows are stuck shut because the painter, last time he painted the house, he was drinking, and I did not know that, and he painted all the windows shut. So I had one of the air conditioning men. First, the windows were screwed. They were screwed shut because my husband had dementia, and we tried to get out the windows, and so I had them all. So anyway, this very nice man helped me get the screws out, but the windows were all painted shut, so I can't open the windows. So anyway, I had the doors open, so someone could come in and kill me. There's that. But I was like, you know what? Do me a favor. No, not really. Just kidding. But I heard a noise, and I went outside, and there was a woman I'd never seen before, and she had righted my recycle bin and picked up, apparently, when she righted, I'm sure a whole bunch of stuff. She was picking up all this stuff, and that was very kind of her. And so that was good. But anyway, I don't know why that just seemed funny. Maybe that's not shareable. It was just, where you get to that point where you're like, what next? And I mean, there are people starving to death in this world, and I'm griping because I didn't have air conditioning, but truly, it's dangerous here. You can't, like, I couldn't breathe. It was so humid. I forget what they said on the statistics, like how many decades of, I don't know. It's just really scary. I'm fine, but I just, I guess this isn't as funny as I thought it was. It seemed really funny to me when he said that, because I wasn't surprised. That's what was so funny. Someone's roof, or not roof, but his ceiling falls in. I don't even know what makes that happen. God, I shouldn't think about it. Oh, and when I came home from the hotel, sorry, the dive, and I walked in here, and I had 50 million bags to unpack, and anyway, my kitchen was overrun with ants, and then the final indignity, I walked into, this is not the bedroom, this is the dining room, this is where I'm sleeping now, and the final indignity, I went to set something on my bed, and there was a spider sitting right where I sleep. I swear he was just looking at me like, what are you going to do about it? Well, I did something about it. I don't like to kill things, but I can't handle spiders. And then I just spent like 20 minutes, literally. I'm so tired. I just spent 20 minutes looking for a sock. I have bed socks because that's fascinating, Rory. I spent like 20 minutes, more than that, I think. I went up and down. I was looking in the washer and the dryer, and I was unfolding blankets that I'd washed and taking everything apart because there was only one sock. And I spent so much time on that. And then I finally went upstairs and got a different sock, but it's not the right one, but I got it. And then I came back down and sat down, and then I had a memory. I thought, you hung one of them over the railing. Why did I do that in the bathroom upstairs? Why would I leave one in the dryer? I don't know. But I think that's actually, I haven't gone up and looked because I'm so lazy. I will, but I think that's where it is. Anyway, I'm losing my mind apparently. And I wanted to post tonight, but I'm just too tired. I'm not too tired to tell you a story about someone stealing. I don't know why that struck me. That's not funny. It's horrible. Anyway, I will get to the sign-by-sign readings. I'm so sorry. I pulled the cards for Taurus the other night, and then that's when the heat, I realized the air conditioning wasn't on, and then I took the cards with me to the Hotel California, no, and Hotel Independence. Oh, I shouldn't say you're not supposed to say where you live, because I don't know. I guess there's weirdos out there, but nobody weird watches me. Because I'm so normal. Okay, anyway, I just wanted you to know that if you're having difficulty with all of these things going retrograde, you're not alone. Talk to you later. Bye.